Hi there, and welcome to our series of training videos for ProPresenter 7, or Pro 7 as we are so lovingly calling it. We're using this new piece of software in order to help create spaces where we can meet with God, where we can worship together, whether we're here in the building or whether we're at home viewing on our online live stream. First, before we start, I think it's important, I'd love to say a huge thank you to all of you for the time and the effort that you put into serving the church. That's such an amazing blessing for you guys to be doing that, so thank you. And I pray that you will be able to worship as you serve. Let me start by maybe stating the obvious a little bit, but explaining what the role is in this visual seat for our Sunday gatherings. So it's your responsibility for all of the content that goes out on our projector screens in the church, as well as all the graphical content that goes out on the projectors and on the stream. So that's the main difference that we have going on now, is that we have an output going to the projectors in the church, and we have an output going to the streams. And that is what ProPresenter 7 is able to do for us. So welcome to our brand spanking new visuals desk. We've got a new computer under here, it's a pretty fast thing. This thing flies, so it's pretty good. And we've got a nice funky widescreen monitor here, and we've also got two monitors here which are quite important. The top one will show you your output to the in-church screens. That will show you exactly what's showing on our three front screens. And then the bottom screen will show you the stream output. So this is what people are seeing at home. So ProPresenter 7, Pro 7, works in much the same way as Pro 6 did. It works on the basis of layers, and there's a little graphic that will flash up just now, which will show you what I mean by layers. So as you can see, there is quite a few layers, but the main ones that we're looking at are the video playback layer, and that takes care of any of the background videos, like the motion graphics that we have behind worship song lyrics, for instance. But that's also the same layer that takes care of foreground videos, which are things like pre-recorded prayers or pre-recorded Bible readings or anything like that. And then you've got the slides layer, which is basically anything like lyrics or liturgy or any words that might go out on that layer. And then you've got the announcements layer, which we will explain in a later video, and the props layer, which we will also explain later. Now, the main difference between Pro 6 and Pro 7 is the way that it deals with this slides layer in what it calls looks. Looks is the language that ProPresenter uses for what is going out on each output, i.e. there is a look for the in-church screens. There is another look for our stream output. Now, you don't need to worry too much about this idea of looks, because Jono and Ian have done an amazing job of setting up a template that all of this should just work automatically. But it's probably worth explaining a bit of the idea behind it to you guys. So there are two main different arrangements. There are two main looks that we use. The first one is our standard look, which is something is happening in the church, something different is showing on the stream. So two separate looks. So that's pretty much anything from liturgy, songs, all that stuff. So for instance, I am in Cornerstone at the moment, and you can see on this screen here, we've got the moving background, we've got the words in the middle of the screen, and then on the stream output, we've got the camera feed, and we've got the words on the lower third of the screen over a black box. And that's all done with this template. So you don't need to worry. You only need to do one click, and that will happen on each of those outputs. The main difference is when we do things like foreground videos, when we do things like reading videos or intercession videos, anyway, i.e. anything that needs to go out in the church and on the stream. So something that needs to look the same no matter where you're viewing from. So for instance, we've got a video here of Simon Smith doing the intercessions, and if you click on that video, that will automatically switch the looks so that they're both running in the church and on the stream. Now, once that video is finished, you need to click the next slide, the clear video look slide, to get back to that original look. This will all be explained in later videos, but I thought I'd just quickly show you that now. I think it's important to let you guys know that you are the top layer of our stream. So, for instance, if you click anything, like the words, it will automatically go over whatever is being sent on the stream. It's controlled. That is controlled by you guys, not controlled by anyone else. So you just have to be a little bit aware that if you click something, it is going to be going live on the stream and on the screens. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Ian, who is going to take us through how to set up and run ProPresenter 7.